Well, hello. Well, we're back on. We couldn't actually get live stream from the inside of the museum. They weren't too happy about that. But that's okay. It was a really good thing. I'll post up some pictures online of the Wagon Wheel Museum in Alex, Alberta. Right now we're in Sylvan Lake, Alberta. This is the building right here that we're beside is where my daughter works. It's the home of the Sylvan Lake News. But my Uncle Bill first settled in Sylvan Lake. He inherited his Uncle Willie's farm, who homesteaded out here. And of course, Sarah started working a few years ago with the newspaper here. And she now also has the Lacombe Express that she works for. But Sylvan Lake has become the size of a small city. And it is a major tourist site because of the lake. And it's very swimmable. But again, it's a rural area, mainly based on the tourism to the lake and agriculture. We had Outlaw Radio here, and I'm Bruce. Like to bring you these videos of different places in Alberta, and places that you should definitely come visit. They're well worth traveling to. I'm glad all you people are joining today. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Sylvan Lake. We're out into the foothills, not far from the mountains. Sylvan Lake is just a short drive from Red Deer down Highway 11. And we're coming up towards the lake right now. And you see part of the lake right over there. It's a fair-sized freshwater lake. It's really good fishing for those people who like to fish, and swimming and boating for those people who like to take their boats out onto the water. look down the lakeshore. We'll get a little bit down it. We're waiting. Sarah wanted me to shoot her the classic car auction sale, so that is definitely coming up. But she's busy at the paper for a little while, so we're going to take a look around the lake. This is a lovely, lovely coffee shop called Sweet Home on the Lake. Excellent cinnamon buns and stuff like that. And here we are at the lake. Take a quick walk around this square area. See the view of the lake. A lot of people got their boats out already on the marina. There's the Sylvan Lake sign. The lake's really low today. I was saying how low it is from last year.
It was like that. Are you from here?
Actually, my Uncle Bill used to farm out here, Bill Tripp. They're just building a new subdivision on the land that he used to own. My daughter is the reporter for Sylvan Lake News here.
No, were you here 30 years ago?
30 years ago? Well, I was full size, but not.
Do you remember the water 30 years ago? That's what they were telling us. It was like that 30 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, this wasn't even close to. I mean, this has receded so far back. There used to be a water slide down the other end there, right at the other end of the lake. Yeah, a wild rapid water slide, yeah.
So
Used
the
to
water has receded a lot then.
Oh, I mean, even from last year. You can see where the shoreline was last year, and now it's pulled back even further.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like, I mean, when Uncle Bill was here, well, none of this stuff was here. It wasn't built up at all when we were kids. And we would come out to the farm.
Totally different now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we still have the lake. It's still there.
It's still there. I mean, well, the thing about Sylvan is it's not like a lot of the other lakes in Alberta. It's not a slough. It's not locked and not spring-fed. Sylvan is at least spring-fed.
Oh, okay.
So, okay.
We're originally from BC, so.
Oh, yeah. Okay, whereabouts?
Richmond.
Richmond, okay. Down by Surrey and stuff, yeah. I know it.
so-
I know the Lower Mainland. My mom actually, when she left teaching in Alberta and before she went to the States to be a professor, she taught at Templeton in Vancouver, right, for years and years. And then she got her PhD and she went straight to the States. And then just before Trump got reelected and she realized what was going on, she went straight back home.
So she's back home now, eh?
Yeah, she's just moved in with my sister because she's getting to the point where she can't be by herself anymore. And she's living with my son, but my son still works and Joanne's retired. And so she's headed off to Kelowna.
Oh, yeah.
And my sister has a home on one level. So mom's not, I mean, because she's fallen now 3 times, right?
How old is she?
88.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's there.
Yeah. So all I said to Joanna is, are you sure you can put up with her? I says, well, she's picked out a home in the seniors place too, just in case we can't get along. I laughed.
Oh, she has a backup plan.
She has a backup plan, yeah. But she needs to be with somebody where she can be watched. So yes, no, that's a fair bit lower than last year.
it's warmer in Kelowna. Definitely
Yeah.
warmer.
Yeah, no, that's definitely, it's receded a fair amount back from last year.
Okay. You making a blog?
Yeah, I'm making a vlog today. Sarah told me to go do something useful. So while she's out typing her story from this morning's bit.
Oh, okay.
You have a mission.
I have a mission to do. Yeah, I'm doing the classic car auction with her this afternoon.
Have a nice day.
You too, take care. Okay, we're coming back up to the lakeshore. Of course, like I say, most of the stuff wasn't here. Some was. But as more tourists pulled in, just like any other tourist town, more businesses opened up. There's a really great thing that you people are just going to love. And we're coming right up to it now. One of the restaurateurs here is an aircraft engineer. And he went out and purchased a Harrier fighter jet aircraft, and it's sitting on his patio. And we're just about there. There's another fast look at Sylvan Lake. And there's the Harrier jet. And that is an actual plane. Royal Navy Harrier. When he first put it on, he put it on the ground on his patio. Now, of course, it's up in stilts. So you could actually climb up into the cockpit. Just going to see if I can't get this all into the camera lens. Which isn't going to happen. But it's totally intact. And this is what's called the driftwood. What's that? Oh, here you go. It's live, so say what you want. What's that? Oh, God, no. There's about 48 on right now.
Hell yeah.
If you want, I have a classic oldies country and rock radio station. It's called Outlaw Radio 1960.
What is it called?
Outlaw Radio 1960.
Yeah.
It goes along with the TikTok channel and the YouTube channel. And if you go to Live 365, you'll find us. Take care. Yeah, I took a picture of this last fall. My daughter is Sarah Baker. She's the reporter over at Sylvan Lake News. So she told me about this place. Of course, last year it was still at the ground, so I sat in the cockpit and went, oh my gosh, right? You guys have a great day. Take care.
Thank you, brother. You too.
Yeah. See the underbelly of the aircraft. So anyway, I haven't heard from Sarah yet. We're kind of waiting for her to give me the buzz so we can go and do the I really enjoy Sylvan Lake. Like Sarah was lucky to have gotten her job here as a reporter, and you know she makes just as much money as a reporter does in the large newspapers, and have to spend a hell of a lot less on rent and other things that she needs throughout the year because she can buy direct from the farmers, and she doesn't have to pay the price that you have to pay for living in the big city and still make the same type of money. But yeah, Sarah and I are going to do a classic car auction here this afternoon. I promised I would come in and photograph. We'll probably live stream it a bit too as it's going on. But I think we'll catch some rays over here while we're waiting for her to text us to say that she's ready to go. So you guys can get a nice relaxing view of the lake. On a clear day, you often can see the mountains. It is clear, but there's a lot of cloud out to the west. Yeah, Alberta is such a beautiful province and such a beautiful country. And there's so much here to see and do. I mean, we loved our trip out to Toronto and to visit friends and stuff like that, but we met when we were there years ago. But I was born in Alberta and raised, and there's some amount of preference there because, of course, we raised the kids there. I didn't think Toronto was ultimately the best place to raise children. I thought that places like this out in Alberta, where there's so much room to appreciate and just get out and live. Oh, somebody's out fishing already. Like I say, Sylvan Lake is actually a community that is now running the population of a small city in Alberta. They keep the town designation. I think a lot of it has to do with taxes and how taxes are divided. It's more beneficial that they stay incorporated as a town to them. Oh, the water's so beautiful and clear this morning. And they got the buoys out. No boats are allowed beyond the markers with inside. As you can tell, it's very shallow here Good for swimming. Any luck? We're at the lake. Water levels dropped quite a bit this year. Oh, the springs will be going soon enough. I hope. And of course they have a lighthouse that's modeled after the Peggy's Cove Lighthouse over there. I think we're going to sit down here for a bit. As Sarah, as you can see, these are all the boats that are usually moored. And the rather ritzy district over on the other side of the lakeshore. And actually there's a whole bunch more very fancy houses on that side. Yeah. Hello, how are you? Oh, pretty good. I was commenting to some people of how low the lake has got this year.
Oh, Silver Lake, very nice.
Yeah, it is very nice still, yeah, but hopefully the springs will start working on it. Oh, here we are. I'm going to sit down and look and see who's all been watching. And like I say, I hope you're all having a good time watching this today. Like I say, Sylvan Lake is always a fun place to be. And we at Outlaw Radio 1960 like you to like us, follow us here at TikTok. We'd like you to certainly subscribe to us on YouTube. And please come in and listen to our radio station, Classic Rock and Classic Country, Outlaw Radio 1960. We'd love to have you. And we're just about ready to go here because I got to get a hold of my daughter. And the next time I'm on, we'll be talking from the classic car auction right here at Sylvan Lake. And I'll be doing some photograph and some live video from it. So I hope you guys all like classic cars, because that's what's coming up next sometime this afternoon. And please do enjoy yourself. Like I say, we at Outlaw Radio 1960, we love having you with us. I mean, that's how we make our bread and butter, as it were. And we thank you for all your support. And with that, how are you? It's good to see you. Like I say again, we're at Sylvan Lake, Alberta. And like I say, the next thing you'll see is a classic car auction that's being held in town today. And like I said, I'm doing a little bit of photo work for my daughter, whose camera kind of busted up, and she's something happened with the SD card, so I'm in here shooting for her for the Sylvan Lake News and Lacombe Express. And of course, because it's my daughter, she gets a freebie. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying Sylvan Lake, Alberta. Like I say, it's a beautiful, beautiful lake, and it's a beautiful recreation area, and it's well worth you traveling to spend a day out in the summertime having a swim. You got to get here early because the beaches are usually pretty packed, and there's just plenty to see everywhere around. So I'm going to leave you now, and we'll finish off later at the car auction. This is Bruce with Outlaw Radio 1960. Have a good day. Bye now.